Hi, yeah, I think I'm really sorry about what's happened here. We had a power outage right a few minutes ago, and I couldn't do anything because I lost power, internet, and yeah, I mean, like, it's really bad. So basically, we're having a very, very bad power outage in these days. Sri Lanka power outage. So basically, there was like a distribution center in Sri Lanka and power distribution center. So they got fucked up in some way, I guess, yeah, yesterday, and then that resulted in island-wide power outage. And as a result of that, there's another station who's generating power, and that got overloaded, and now they're trying. So since there's some issue with that, so they have to cut power in certain time. And anyway, I lost power a few hours ago, a few minutes ago, and I had to stop the stream. Anyway, now I'm good. I don't think it will go again, but anyway, let's start on what we're trying to do. Yeah, if you're coming back or coming back from, then you might know what I'm trying to do. If not, let me give you some overview of what I was going to do. So today I'm trying to create an APM for Next.js. It's like a application performance monitoring solution. So we trying to track some of the code run inside the next server side in the Next.js application, and trying to instrument that and trying to see what they're doing, and send them into some service which can track these things, and then we can get some insight. All right, so let's get started. So yeah, we have a simple app. So yep, let me do this. I should running on port 3009. So simple blog app. So there are a couple of stuff happening here. So we have dashboard. We can create new blog posts, I guess. Yeah, like this. And I can edit, delete stuff. Yep. Yes. And then I can see all these things. Right. So let me show you the code base here, and let me try to create my APM client. So let's try to do this right inside this application, and but at the end, I'm going to create a npm module using TypeScript, so then I can distribute, and so then it's really nice if you even though we're not using TypeScript in a project, and it's really nice to create npm modules in TypeScript. So then if someone try to use that, and they got automatic so they can see all the types even though they're not using TypeScript, which is really nice. So that's why I recommend to create npm modules using TypeScript all the time. Right, so this is the APM. So let's see. So let's create a first function. So we try to export something to, let's say here we try to instrument. Let's say we are trying to instrument get static props. So that's what we try to do. Track get. I think we don't need to type whole thing. Try get static GSP, get static prop. This is good. It should be a function for sure. Let me zoom in. Oh, too much. Right up. Okay, and I think I'm gonna accept a lot of arguments. So then, like this. So what we're trying to track, it should be a function coming here. So I'm gonna wrap it, and I'm trying to do so. So we get the function, and I'm gonna return a function. All right, this is what we're gonna do, and we get some arguments. Right, then I'm gonna pass those arguments to the original function. So this is the base code base, and this is it. So basically, let me show you how to use this. So we have this function, and let's find out a place we are using get static props. So it should be somewhere here, pages, and we have index page, And here we have a simple get static prop function. So let me import this module. Import from should be lib and should be APM. So I really think this is a wrong way of like in JavaScript. So we have to like first first type the import stuff, and then after that we have to type the actual module name. So this is pretty bad. I think JavaScript has to fix this. In Python, that's really nice. So they have something import. Let's say, so if this is a Python, we have import lib APM and from. So actually, it should be from and import blah blah blah. So which is really nice. Yeah, it's really bad. So anyway, it's just something fine. So should be, well, what's the function we have? It should be track GSP. Okay, and right, so this is what the function we have. Now I'm gonna wrap it here. So let me create something like this. So that's, do not export this async function, get static props and export. Oh, wrap, should be wrap or track. I think the name should be wrap instead of track. Should we are wrapping a function, right? Wrap. Okay, wrap GSP. Okay, and I'm going to try export default. Oh no, it should be get static props. Step original. Let me do that. Okay, we do something like const get static props equal to this one async function, and I'm going to wrap GSP. And all right, now we're good. So basically we wrap this async function, and that's it. So, and I think we can export it. Right, something like this. I think I missed the JavaScript syntax. Yeah, I think export const. Isn't it how we're doing that? Anyway. Okay, I think I can simply type export const. Yeah, that works. Right, so right, all good. This should work out of the box, and I mean the functionality should work. So then so if that works, yeah, it works. It can fetch data, and the reason we did this, now we can see all the arguments here. What are the things we are doing? So let's do a console log. The args. All right. Okay. And let's see inside this here whether we can see that. Yep, we can see there's no arguments right now, which is expected, I guess. All right. Then actually we might need some information, but anyway, that's fine. So right now this is not enough. We need to pass the page name as well. So let's do that, page name, because otherwise we don't know which page is this. So while we are doing that, so get static prop, and I need to pass the page name as well, which is index. I mean, let's put just slash, yeah, to make it simple like this. So then I have this page name. All right, now it's good. Now I can see. Okay, right, now when I'm doing that, I can see this information here. Right, page name, which is slash, and I can see some params, and right now there's nothing here because here we don't pass anything into this get initial props. But let's try to wrap another one. But this code looks ugly. I think I need to fix it. I mean it's really hard to read anyway. So what we can do is something like this. How I think, well, let's export this into let's create a new variable called const, yeah, GSP. Okay, num, something like this, right? Get static props. This is the function we have, and then yeah, this is how we do it. So now it's clean. We have this function get static props GSP, and yeah. So right now we are doing this just for the just experimenting stuff, but ideally we should not try to do it like this, because otherwise we are trying to like to do this each and every page we have. But so we should go to the like Next.js internals and trying to do it inside that, or maybe use some sort of Babel plugin or something to wrap this. But right now we don't need to worry about that. Right, and let's try to do another one. I'm gonna go to the page. This is the post one. So then that I have a little bit more information. All right. So then let's try to do this. So all right. Okay, and we import. So let me import this again. All right. Nice. And then I need to wrap GSP, which is good. And what else do we have to do? I have to do. So then I need to wrap this. So I'm gonna remove this export thing, async function, which is I'm gonna GSP, just like in the previous case. And then I'm trying to do something like this. I'm trying to create export get export const get static props equals to wrap GSP, and this this page is post/slack. This is the route. All right, so now we wrap this one as well. So let me run this application. So I can go to a single post. Now it give me some issues. Can't resolve lib. Oh yeah, I should like. So now I'm inside of something else. Like, so this should not work for sure. So I think, yeah, now it should work. Yep. All right. Where's my browser? Okay, here. Right, now it should work. So basically we can now I have two routes I wrapped. So now inside the command line, let me zoom it. Oh, okay. All right. Now it's clear, I guess. Right, I think I need to like change the resolution as well, because otherwise you cannot see everything. I have to go RDM. All right, and okay, now it's good. Now I think you can see everything. So right, so this is now we can see, you can see now. So we can see the page, and we can see information like params and other stuff into this. So I mean I can see all the information, and we're trying to pass this information into the APM client. Okay, all right. What else we need to do? Okay, I think we're good here. Okay, I think ideally it would be really nice if we can extract the URL rather than the params here. So then it's kind of clear inside the way inside the reporting tool. So that's something we should try to do. Anyway, yeah, that's something we should try to do. Okay, I think it's easily doable if you're doing that, and so then we can easily track pages and so on. Okay, but that's something for later. Now we basically track stuff, which is the simplest thing to do. So now let's create a kind of like a main hooks to like get data out of from this. All right, this wrap GSP, and now we're tracking here. Now let's create some listeners. Export let's say more control export function on, yeah, how can do register on data maybe. So Yeah, register listener. Yeah, that would be nice. Register listener. Anyway, this is kind of long, but maybe anyway, we'll pick something else later on. All right, then let's create some constant listeners. So maybe I should use some kind of event emitter kind of thing, but I'm not worried right now. We have callback. Right now we can only put stuff, we cannot remove that, but that's fine because we're not constantly removing this, just only once. Okay, and then what we have to do, okay, wrap GSP is fine. All right, and then these are listeners. So then inside this I'm gonna do something like this. So here I'm trying to do this is, let's say, I think let's do something like that rather than doing stuff, and let's try to run this app in the production mode to try to see what we are actually seeing. Right now it's just the development mode, which is not the real output, like it's the faking things. So yarn build. Okay, so when you're doing yarn build, we can actually see something here because it's try to like run stuff here as well. So I think it should yeah, I think you can see here we try to like pass stuff like slug. Yeah, so this is something we are doing here, but yeah, you can see stuff, but we're not interested in this swap in the build option because it's not the server, it's the build server. Let's start the app. So now I think we can see some real information. All right, so which is, you can see, okay, you can see now we can see few things building, few pages. All right, and now we can see when we're accessing it, no, it doesn't build anything because kind of cached, I guess. Now we are building something else, like you can see. So yeah, so you wonder why even though we are using kind of static regeneration. So right now we only build we load the specific blog page, and then should only build that page. But if you look at carefully, like we build the index page as well. So what's happening here, which is interesting. So let me do this one more time. So if you're familiar with the static regeneration so Next.js we put a timeout. So let me put it some here. So basically we put a revalidate timeout. This cache copy of the static content is only just hi Julian, just 2 seconds, and then if you reload this page and it will try to build the another copy, cache copy. I think it's not exactly same as I expected, but if you want to know, just Google it, like Next.js static regeneration, I guess, or maybe Next.js incremental builds, which also works. And there are some blog posts out there, and and yeah, try to pick my one, naruno.me, so you'll find some useful information. I mean all the information is useful, but I try to explain it much cleaner. Yeah, Next.js SSG. This is Juliana, this is not exactly SSG, like, yeah, I think anyway you should take the same link. Let me try. Yeah, I think we have some stuff. Anyway, yeah, try to pick my one, maybe. Anyway, right, let's jump back to the application, what we're trying to do. So why actually we are doing two builds. So let me try it again. So you should build the home page as well. So this is what's happening here. So let me open the network tab. Okay, so here, okay, all right. So let me reload this page and try to see what's going on the network tab. right? And then you can see now we try to right, I think it should be a pre-page. Okay, why is that? Okay, right, okay, here. So let me do it again. Here I'm reloading this page, which reloads this one, and then if you look at this one, there's something called index.json. So here we since we have this my blog link to the home page, and it will try to pre-page that page using this JavaScript, and that's how. So they basically call this index.json file. So then it will get some data if available, and that triggers a new static regeneration inside the server, and that's why we can see there's another page is rebuilding inside the server. So this is something you shouldn't, I mean, like, we don't need really worry about this one. If you see something like this, that's why it's happening. So I can demo it again. You can go to the main blog site, blog homepage. There are 3 blogs right now, and if I reload this page, and usually it only regenerates this home page, but actually it regenerates all of these blog posts as well. All right, let's do that. Let me show you. So actually it does. All right, reload it. You can see. So this is not something bad. This is something like interesting. So then if I accessing this page, and I get the fresh copy of the page, which is nice. So that's something to think about. So if you see something that in the data after we build this one, just don't be worried about that. So that's something which is happening. All right, so now we have the data, which is okay. The initial, let's track the time. So let's track what we are doing here. Okay, so we need to track few things. I think let's create a payload here. All right, so we need to track what we track. We need to track the page name, which is this one. We just drag here. And then we need to track some argument. In this case, it's just I think it's payload, and I need to put a type here. This is get static props, right? And then I need params in this case, params, and it should be coming with args.params. I think that's the only thing coming here. Right, args.params, which I am interested in. Now I need the time as well. So how can I get the time? So like elapsed time. Yeah, that's fine. Elapsed time. So which is all right, which we can track later on. I think yeah, let's put 0 first. Okay. So I think that's all we need. Yeah. Page name, yeah, that's only we need. Okay. Okay. Rido, and so let's do something like this. Now, start time, date.now, and I think we need something much better than this, because this tracks only in the millisecond level. But if we need to get microseconds level, we need another tool. I think another function to track it, but I think millisecond is fine. Let's track it anyway. We cannot return it here. Response. All right, now the thing is, now I need to do a wait here, because otherwise I cannot track the actual time. So I need to run this as an async function, and I need to await this function. Otherwise I'm not tracking the actual time spent here. It's just the function promise output I'm tracking, which is not useful. Response, then I need time, like elapsed time. I can simply put it here. Payload dot elapsed time is equal to date.now minus start time. Cool. And then I'm gonna return the response, and I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna emit this listener. So I think we don't need to do it right now. Let's do in the next tick process. Next tick, and callback, and I'm gonna do listeners. All right, for listeners dot for each L, and I mean not, let's try the for loop const L of listeners, and I'm gonna send a listener L. Yep, and the callback should be payload. Righto, so this is it. Okay, now we have done it. Cool. And I now I need to register some listener, and I try to see this response. So then what would be the place that we are trying to do this? Because in Next we don't have like a starting server module or something. So then we cannot track it here, because which is interesting. I think the place should be some the code always load by default. So what should be a place? Oh, I think I know about that. That should be underscore app. So this underscore app or underscore document. So this is a place all the time. Next.js load this page, whether it's on the server or not. But I'm not sure this would load in the yeah, that's something interesting. Yeah, I think we need to do quite a bit of things here if we're trying to track lambdas, and could be really interesting, because I don't think we will load this file inside API routes. But anyway, we should be interesting. Let's try to do it. Let's forget our API routes for right now, because we are not tracking it anyway. All right, so we have the APM tool, and all right, and okay, now let's import the APM and try to register something. So import something. Okay, from should be lib. Okay, and APM. Register listener, something like this. All right, then I'm gonna register listener. I'm gonna register some listener. Okay, and this should give me some payload. All right, let me console log this then. Oh, not this one, payload. Okay, now we are good, and let's try to run the application. And now it's not gonna work because we ran the development. I mean, we previously built the app, and which we are running the older copy. And let me try to do the yarn dev, whether it's working or not. If that's working, we can run the production one. Okay, it was fine. Okay, now oh no, it's not tracking anything. What's going on? Okay, anyway. Okay, so seems like it doesn't track anything. What's wrong here? So we are doing a console log. Let me try to see whether we are loading this page. Oh, okay, like this, and let me reload this page. Yeah, it's running. So yeah, so basically either I did something crazy, or maybe something happens here. Okay, I think it's something in mice. Okay, oh yeah, it is. What's this actually? What is this code? I don't know what's going on here. So I don't know who wrote this. Okay, so that push callback. Okay, now it should work. Okay, all right, definitely should work right now. Yeah, it works. Oh, params undefined. Why it's that? Yeah, it runs with 2 milliseconds, which is amazing. Okay, right. I think I'm not sending some information. Let me console log the args to see what's actually coming here. Okay, all right, I think I need to put this args is a kind of array, I guess, so that's why it's not. Anyway, let's try to print this and try to see the actual output. Okay, all right, it's a args is an array. So I need to check the first argument, arg0 params. Okay. Right now it's working amazing. So ideally, I think in the place we are sending data to the APM, Honeycomb or some other tool, I think it should be pretty nice if we can generate the page URL using this page name and param. So then it's pretty easy to track things, because if there are more parameters, I don't think there's a nice way we can send data to the APM solution, APM dashboard, and try to query stuff. If we can generate the URL from this, and should be amazing. Right now we track it, like it's more or less like 1 millisecond, 2 millisecond. That's pretty good, because yeah, I'm not doing anything, just fetching data from locally. All right, and okay, which is kind of working. And let's try to run these on production mode, try to see whether still we are getting this information. All right, let's say yarn build. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and then start. All right, so which is running. Okay. Right. I'm not getting anything. Okay. Oh no, I'm getting stuff because it's just caching them. Right. I think it's tracking stuff, which is totally fine. And okay, now here this works. So now we can see data coming here, and which is what we expected. Now let's try to run this on Vercel in the Lambda environment, try to see whether we are getting the same thing. Because in Next, what I run right now is just the Node.js server, and it's typical Node.js server, and it works fine. But when you are running in Vercel, so we actually create set up lambdas, and then we try to run lambdas inside the Lambda environment. So then I think it's totally different environment, and a totally different way we are running things. So then it should be possible we are not running this inside that place, but I totally sure we are running it. Anyway, let's give it a try. So let's deploy this. Yep, how can I deploy? I think okay. Now I think I already logged into the project. I think let's switch. I think I don't need to like deploy this to my main place. Okay, let me find out the place. All right. None. Okay. Oh, I still have access to Vercel. I think this is kind of usual. I mean, I'm not working at Vercel right now. Oh yeah. Okay, Julian. All right, cool. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, you cannot see. We can see the result, of course. Okay. I think I still have access to Vercel admin, which is so here. This is just anyway. I should ask them to remove me from this place, because so we don't do anything in this organization, but I feel guilty to have access to this. So let me try to deploy this place. Okay. Right now I've switched into this one, and now let me run it. I think I have VC. Let's run VC. Oh, okay, cool. This is it. Right? Yes. Set up and deploy. Yeah, I picked this one. Okay. No, this is a new project. Okay, this is the name. Yeah, root directory. Okay, it's uploading stuff. Okay. What is this? Yeah, it's the Next.js for sure. No, I don't need to override anything. Okay. All right. Pretty cool. Let me open this. All right, it's building. So right now, I think I need to open this functions tab and then try to see logs here. And I think there's something we need to like. Yeah, I'll explain when we find this. All right. Okay. I think you should try to. Okay, it's building. Okay, well, it's building. I think Raushji and team actually shared today, like they improved the build time. In the future, I think this should be really fast. I think they told like initial. I think let me open the Twitter. Raushji. All right, Raushji. And some other interesting thing. And Rauch, actually, I usually try to call him Rauch G, even though his name is Guillermo. I think I really hard to pronounce that name, Guillermo. I think so I tend to speak him Rauch G. I think I'm the only person in the company who speak like that. Oh yeah, okay. To pronounce it, it's really hard for me, so that's why I did. So basically, this is the yeah, here. So basically, Next now has like 5.5x faster incremental build coming. So this is something Tim and the Webpack guru, actually Webpack founder, did some research together and try to like thanks Juliet. All right, okay, and try to like fix, I mean, like, improve the time. This is, which is pretty amazing. Like, so this is just 500% improvement, so which is amazing. Okay, right. So okay, let's close this, and I think now it's deployed. All right, now anyway the app is working, which is interesting. All right, okay, all right. Juliana, here's a link for you. You can open this one. Okay, all right. I don't think you can log in. Oh, we can. Oh, interesting. Oh, it failed because I haven't set the correct environment variable. Right. Anyway, just don't try to log in. Like, just use. Anyway, we haven't instrument anything in this logged in pages. Okay. Right. So let me open the functions tab. So, oh. Okay. What are these? Oh, another error. Yeah. Try to open some stuff. Yeah, these are errors, like, yeah, makes sense. Anyway, we tried to like, so this is not gonna work here. So you can see some stuff right now happening. So what's happening here is actually we try to do something, okay, which is kind of bad. Okay, I think I'm not trying to fix this right now. Let's do something alternative. All right, let's do something tricky, interesting. So let's try to talk to GitHub to get this data. So then we try to like do something real here. So rather than fetching data from the file system, and which is not gonna work inside lambdas. Okay, all right. So how can I do that? I think I can do this like this way. Okay, let me create a new file called dot local. No, it's not, should be, it's not. Anyway, try to do it local and try to run it in production as well. So this is this app can be run with GitHub. So GitHub has a data source. So this is something in my Next.js course. I don't exactly remember the code base. Let me grab it from here. So okay, not this one. Okay, somewhere here. All right, so yeah, this is the place. And okay, I think I put something here. All right, yeah, this one. Okay, I think I already set up this stuff. Right, I need to do that. Okay, I need to copy this place, this one, and I need to in the doc local, and I need another one called GitHub pat private access token. I'm gonna create a private access token right now, and yeah, which is really weird to do in a live stream. Anyway, so I'm gonna use my test account. So feel free to like, if you really want to like try to do stuff, try to use this key and try to mess around with my test account. GitHub. All right. So here we have this. Okay, yeah, create a pet. I think I remember the URL directly, settings token. Okay. Okay, let me create a new one. So let's delete this. I don't need this anymore. I forgot to delete that. And there's another one. Okay, I forgot to delete this as well. This is fine. I'm still using this. Anyway, yeah, okay. App, blog app, yeah. And I need repo access, and that's it. And generating token. Okay, and I'm gonna copy that, and I'm gonna put it here. Right, then I need a repo name. I already have something here, so I already cloned this repository, which is for my Next.js because I already did that one. I can simply use that GitHub, and should we go to repository? Yep. Okay, this is it. Yep, this is it. So this is the organization owner, and this should be the repo name. Okay. Right, now I think we are ready. So let's try to run the app locally. Wow, if that's working, then we can move these environment variables to the production and try to use that application. Okay, compiled successfully. Amazing. All right, let me try to run the app. So I have something interesting to show you. Okay, so not this one. All right, so now we are loading data from GitHub. Let's verify that. So using GitHub as a CMS, yeah, it's coming from here. Okay. All right. Yeah, we put them self or something. Okay. No, we're not getting that data. Okay, which is weird. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna do something. All right, but at the end. Yeah, we're not using this one. Why is that? Why? Anyway. All right, let me check. Yeah. There are, I think this is coming from my yeah, local temp. I think it's not using right now. I think let me check the data directory. Can I use GitHub pad? If you have GitHub pad environment variable, you should try to use it. Oh, I updated some. So actually, I was like trying to save this to end somewhere else. Like, oh, interesting. So I create a enemy.local file inside the pages directory, which is really nice. Okay, I think it should come here. Okay, now it should work. Let me remove this, otherwise I'm leaving this to public. Okay, all right, now it should work. Okay, now I think it's talking to GitHub. All right. Okay. Yeah. I think that's it, right? Is it? This is the hello world one, which is not the one we edited. Yeah, it's there. All right, now we are good. So let me move all this information into the Vercel, and then let's redeploy this app. Okay, go to Vercel dashboard. I think it's on my other browser. Where we at? Okay, here, and I'm going to overview. Should be somewhere where are the settings. Okay, and it should be here, settings, environment variables. It should be on production. Let me move all these environment variables. Grab pat. Okay, this is the key. All right, and then we have the repo owner. Okay, I don't know the local. And this is the repo name. Okay. All right. Okay, now everything looks good, and let me run this. and let me redeploy thing. Do I need to redeploy? Which is I think I had to redeploy anyway. Let me do it. Okay, we see. Redeploy this one. While it's redeploying, I want to show you something interesting happened. Okay, here we got some failures when you are accessing this application. So we saw some failures like this. So basically this endpoint doesn't work, but still our app is live. So this is the interesting approach of get static builds. So even though which was fail in the server, we actually have the cache version which was built in the build time, and we can see something, so which is interesting. And yeah, which is something I find really interesting, like, because even though there's error, I still can see something. If I have some error monitoring stuff, so then I can definitely see there's something, and I can go and fix that. So that's error tracking is something, that's what we're building here, like error tracking and performance monitoring. All right, so this is good. Let's see how the deployment progress. All right, I think it's deploy because there's nothing. There's nothing to deploy actually anyway. So it's just environment variable change. So let's visit here. All right, now we are talking to GitHub. Amazing. So let me is it, are we talking interesting? I think we are not talking to GitHub. So not actually, we don't, yeah, see, these are not data coming from GitHub, so it doesn't use it, which is weird. Let me do a force deployment. So I think I have the correct environment variables. Yeah, I think oh yeah, but that's aliasing. But yeah, you made a good point. So yeah, thanks Julian. Yes, we see prod here because I only added this environment variable for the production one only, not in the staging deployments. That's why. Good point. Thanks. Yeah. Deploy now 2. Because this project created on now version detect. What's that? Anyway, let's check later on. Cool. All right. Yeah, you helped me. I mean, like, yeah, of course, definitely. A lot. Okay. I think it's deep building right now. It should work right now. If not, I think we are in a deep trouble. Right. Okay. What we do right now while it's building? Let's clean up these tabs, which is fine. Okay. All right. Okay, it's now ready. Let me reload it. Let's check the main app, which is this one. Yep, I think it's oh yeah, it's data coming from GitHub. Amazing. All right. Right, let's me check the dashboard then. To see the logs, real-time logs. Let me reload this page. Okay. Yeah, we are tracking. We are getting stuff. Params are undefined. Yeah, that's yeah, slash page, because we don't have anything. So if I reload this again, and then I should get something else. Yep. Okay, how can I get more information? Show details. Yeah, do I get information? Which is all right. So that's something weird. Let me reload this. Okay. Maybe I'm getting the cache version. Yeah, you can see now. Yeah, it was, yep, comments, which is not what we want. Okay, you are, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, reloading. So this, so one thing work, but these individual both are not working. So I should get a message like this. Anyway, right, let's try to like change the data source and try to see what's going on, whether it's working or not. So let me clear this. And let's put some another characters, 1 1 1 1 1 1, something like this, and I'm gonna commit it. All right, and then I'm gonna go to this page and I'm gonna, oh no, what is this? And then I need to go to another tab. Okay, the browser, and I'm gonna reload this page. All right, then I should get the like old version, because okay, now it's get the newer one. In this case I should get some information here. All right, I'm getting, yeah, data. It's kind of like a kind of delayed kind of thing, I guess. Anyway, we can see data. Okay, all right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can see elapsed time, this one. So we get some information for sure. So it works on the Lambda environment as well, which is nice. But there's something I'm really worried whether this gonna go work or not. The reason is in Lambdas, so just so once you did something, so basically it will so basically here we get something and then we send a response. So then while we are doing the response, and it will actually, so after the response is completed, it will kill the Lambda or maybe repurpose that. So then, so here so I think there's a chance this next tick doesn't work. So that's a possibility. So then I might miss some data. So then the reliable way is to try to write to run this here, I mean inside this call, this place, and then it might add some time to the actual function call, and which is kind of not what I want. But anyway, I'm gonna inline this call. I'm assuming that all the APM calls are running on the async mode. They're not waiting. So that let's make sure that that's doing. I think that's fine. That's fine, because we are not awaiting here. We try to trigger something. So while Next.js is doing its stuff, so then there's a time for the APM provider. So we need to feed data to the underlying server. So then let's forget about next tick and try to do something like this. All right, like this. Yeah. So send data to the server environment. I mean, send data to the APM dashboard. Yeah. All right. Okay. So this is it. Okay. All right. Nice. So now we are sending data to this APM dashboard. Cool. Let me try to run this. So basically, because here we don't do await, we are not waiting for the response. So then it's fine. And I assume that inside these listeners, we don't do anything CPU intensive. Just grab data and send it. Oh, that's totally fine in that case. All right. Oh yeah, that's it. So let's deploy this version as well, and then so to I mean, like, we are coming to the end of this session. So we need to wrap things up today, and try to do something. I'll do something in these days, and then inside in the Thursday session, and I think we can have some real version where anyone can get it from npm and try to experiment this APM solution. All right, so let's save this. Let's redeploy. So this time the vc prod, and let's try to like create honeycomb account, try to send data into honeycomb right now. So I'm trying to use honeycomb because I have some experience in using that, so then it could be easy for me to do. So I know how things works, but I need to create a new honeycomb account right now, so which is interesting. All right, login thing, right? Okay. Oh, login with Google, nice. So I'm gonna use this one. Oh, all right. Okay, yeah, I can give you my emails. So your password, yeah, let me put something. Yeah, which is very bad password. Oh, what happened? Okay, you didn't find any users matching your login credentials. If your account is created within the, what's going on here? So do I need to create? Oh, sign up. Okay. Sorry. Oh, okay, cool. Great, Julian. Sign up with Google. Amazing. Right, which is nice. Yeah, how can I skip this? Okay, company name, get started. All right. Okay, yeah, okay. Test APM. Yeah, next step. All right, we choose Node.js. Show, yep. Do I need to shall we skip this part? Okay, right, this is the honeycomb stuff, so I just need the right key. Okay, I'm not going to use this one because it will try to track its own stuff, which is not what I want. And let's try to do something like this. Okay, we have called tracing.js. So this is something we Vercel try to create open source version. I'll try to like a simple client to honeycomb. Yeah, which is really nice. I think Steven worked on this one. Stifle. That's how I think he worked on this for the most of the time. So yeah, and let me use this one. So I'm gonna install this one. Sorry, tracing.js. So here we can actually send traces, but right now we don't track traces anyway. Yarn add tracing.js. Okay, whilst doing that, and let's try to see how this gonna work. All right, this is what I want. Tracer, start spam, and function to trace and finish. Yeah, I think we all do that inside our the data. We actually send some data to this one, which is also possible. Advanced usage. Yeah, honeycomb data set. All right. Okay, maybe it could be easy to use this one. Maybe not. Anyway, let's try to use this. Maybe I had to create a new kind of API to like send data. So, interesting. So let's do this anyway. Tracer. Yeah, this one looks good. All right. So this is my place. underscore js. Gonna import tracer from tracing.js, and this is my tracer service name. Service name. I think this is something we can actually use that, called my blog right key and dataset without right key. I'm gonna reset these kind of things, so that's fine. Right key and dataset is okay. This is my right key. Yep, I'm gonna use this. Okay, this is my right key, and dataset is next APM. Okay. Oh, I put a space. I shouldn't have done that anyway, which is okay. Right, now we have this one tracer and finish. I think I need to put some information. Let's figure it out later on. Okay, so we just console log, which is not what we want. Okay, function to trace, because we already did that part, so then I need to feed some information to this one. Yeah. How can I do that? So span options, what other options we have? So span name, or a span, the span is, so let's try to here. Span is gets, I mean here we only do payload.type, so let's use as payload.type. All right, and I need to pass some information. I think I need to find out how to do that. Let's go to the documentation, and it should be something like okay, no, not this one, not child of span context, is it? Not this one. I need to find out what other data I can pass into this. So it should be start span. Let me open the code. I think do we have some examples? Route example. So I need to pass some data. I need to figure out how to do that. All right. Okay. Some information and nope. So then I had to go through the documentation, code base, index. Okay, there should be tracer. So where's the tracer? This one. Can I click this one? No, I cannot. Right, tracer. Okay. All right, this is the function. Yeah, this one. Span options. What are the options we got? Right, and okay, span options. Components shared here, so I can go to shared and I can see the information. Right, tags. Okay, this is what I want. Tags. So this is the stuff I need to send. Tags. I think yeah, it would be great. I can send the actual time as well. Let me do some yes, elapsed time as well, so then it should be really nice. Where it is. Okay, I need to go to this place, and I go to, I think I also open the tracer. It's not span option, start span, and there's one called span. So I'm gonna new span. I need to close it. New span. Let's open the new span. All right. Do we have options to? Okay, add tags, set tags, finish. So this is it. So it will try to add some add field duration ms. So I need to override this. Okay. Add field. So can I? What's event? All right, let's event honey event. or maybe I can directly use libhoney maybe. So let's give it a try. I'm really sorry, like hacking around this. Maybe I should have shouldn't have done that. Sorry, Julian, if I'm wasting your time and this like trying to go through this one. All right, API reference, usage and examples. All right. Yeah, I think this should be easy. I think I should directly use this one because which is really nice. I'm gonna use it, not tracing.js, this one. Right, let me install libhoney. Okay, let me remove what I was added earlier. Okay. Waiting. Shouldn't have it. Okay. Anyway, okay. Yeah, add libhoney, which is straightforward. I'm gonna get this. And I'm gonna do this instead. Libhoney, and I'm gonna create a new honey link. I don't need a proxy because we don't need that. API key. What is my API key? So it should be this one. No, it is. I think so. And then I need the data set, which is this one, next APM. Right. Okay. Right. Then we have registration functionality. Then how can I send data? This okay. All right. This is how we are sending. Latency MS. Okay. Right. Amazing. So this is what we need to do. Right. Any event, I'm gonna send it. Okay. Latency MS. All right. This is all we need. Set field. Metadata. What are the metadata and fields? Right, let me read this. Okay, so this is the response. Okay. Oh no, okay. Which is, there's another one called send now, immediate sending. Right. Latency MS. So I can use this one. Okay. Okay, right. Okay. Okay, timestamp. All right, I need the start time as well. So otherwise I cannot track these things. Right. Okay. Right. Now we are good. Okay. Right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do something like this. Oh, what was that? I didn't do that. Right. Copy this thing. New event. So latency MS should be payload dot elapsed. Or what was that? It's elapsed time. So I need to track the start time as well. Payload, so start time. Yep, which is nice. I think we can do it here anyway. We can get rid of this thing. Yep, now it looks good. Should be dead dot now. Right now we are clean. So I'm gonna do timestamp with this one, new date object, and I'm gonna use payload dot start time, and this should be elapsed time. New event, and should be called type. I'm gonna type as payload dot type, and I'm gonna add a new field and call, how can I call new field, call types. Okay, params. I'm gonna use page name, and I'm gonna set params of this is not gonna work anyway, params. So what I can do is actually I can JSON stringify, which is bad anyway, but that's fine for now. Right now we're gonna use something later on. Right now I think everything looks good. We have all the data and we can immediately send it. All right, amazing. I think now it should work. Let's try to do this locally. And honey, do I use honey? Okay, new builder. All right, what was happening here? Honey, new event. I think we should call this thing. Who's just let? Okay, right. So now this is good. Okay. Yeah, Sentry. Yeah, actually, yeah, they also like release something. I haven't tried that, so I think that's something we should do. Anyway, like we could send anything to anywhere. Like doesn't matter. Yeah, for sure. Right. So yeah, I have used Sentry for error tracking, but not for performance thing. I think that's something they did recently. Right. So this is it, and let's run it. Okay, yarn dev should send some data directly. Okay, let me close. Yeah, let me open the local version. Oops, what's EB? Okay, it should be event. Right, so I'm doing some stuff. Then it should. What's this? No, it's previous one. I should have some data in Honeycomb. Continue. Oh yeah, I think total requests. I have something. All right. Right. Okay, I'm going to count latency ms group by page name. Yeah, order is fine. Right, I have pages. I got the count here. Right now, that's pretty cool. Traces, because I don't have traces right now, so I don't see anything here. So which is bummer. Like we can use it later on. You can see raw data. All right. Okay. So now we can group by this one, page name, and let's try to group by the. So let's not count. Let's try to do the P99, P95 of latency ms. Wow, this is what we don't need. So right now let's try to run this on production and trying to see what we're getting. So let's try to group by page name and the params. Okay, that's cool. Right. Oh, so of course we have options to do. Let's try to ship this. Okay, not this time. Okay, this one. CLS, not dev, vc prod. Okay, diff. What are the changes? So yeah, we had called some stuff, which is that's fine because I'm gonna reset everything right now in a few minutes. VC prod. Okay. All right. So I think now it's kind of okay working. I expect it should be. Yeah, hyper. Yeah, actually, yeah. I think I've not used hyper for a long time. I really liked. I mean, like I really like it's JavaScript, and they improved a lot of stuff. But I didn't find any issues with item anyway. So it's a really nice one. So I don't have any reason to move. Yeah, I know. I think I mentioned this a couple of times. Yeah. I think it's an interesting tool, but I haven't used it for real stuff. Why it's two buildings not so much? Okay, now it's done. Right now, okay. So is this the version we are running? Okay, what is production? Okay. Right, let's go to this one. Right now we can see data. Amazing. Then I should get some stuff inside Honeycomb. Let me run this query again. All right, we are getting data. Right, we get some data. All right. So I think Julian, you can try some pages as well. So let me show you, give you the link. Or if anyone who's listening right now here. Right. So here we have the app. And let me go through here and there. I think anyway there are only two blog posts anyway. So right. Okay. All right. Let me go to Honeycomb. Try to see whether we are getting some data anyway. Rerunning. I think I need to rerun this. Yeah, we are getting some data, which is amazing. Let me try to visualize latency and the count as well. yeah, only 1, 2. Yeah. Thanks, Julian. Yeah. All right. So we got some count as well. Yep. Yeah, 15. Yeah, we got some stuff. And yep, and we have the latency and right now, which is good. All right, that's it. And we're tracking some stuff. And last 2 hours, let's do last 30 minutes. So then we can, let's last 10 minutes. All right, so we got some latency. I think it's, yeah, you can see in my local machine, it's 800, but in Vercel, it's just 200, 300 for, yeah, stuff. Okay, get initial props. All right, group by params. Yep. Which is nice. This is all we need. So this is it. Like we create. Let me give you a little bit overview. So then I can create a clip in to teach and share it. Okay. So we build APM for Next.js, a pretty simple one. And so right now this is how we're gonna do it. So we have these are our pages. Right, so these are our pages. So basically we can we have some function called wrap GSP, which is called get static props. We are wrapping get static props, and then we have, this is the original function, and we are wrapping it like this. So like this one, and then we are doing it for the post page as well. Sorry, yep, this one. Yeah, we are doing it for the post page as well. And right now we are trying to do everything manually just to track stuff, but eventually we try to automate these things without manual work, just like that. So then we go to the underscore app.js. So we took this file place to like add hooks. So basically this is the place we are running this we are running. So this page is load any place everywhere, so that's why we use this page. So we register listener. Right now we are sending data to Honeycomb, but you can send it to any place. Right now we say the type, page name, and params and latency, so which is coming from this payload object, and then we simply send those data to Honeycomb. So that's it. So you can use anything here like Honeycomb, you know, you give it a name, you can use that. Right, then so let's go to Honeycomb dashboard. So these are application we deploy to Vercel. So it's a pretty simple blog application, and then we can go to Honeycomb and we can run some data, and we can see data here. So basically here, let me zoom this a little bit. So we can see the page, and we can see the URL params actually. So we have the latency here, you can see, which is milliseconds, which is pretty good, P99. And then we have the count, count actually. So these are numbers. This is not useful, but and the real usable thing in the latency. And right now we don't have traces, so because we didn't track any traces, but in the future we're going to track traces. Then you can see how we are spending time for the HTTP calls, database calls, and so on. So you could, we could automatically track some of the stuff like HTTP calls, but then if you need to override and try to track like database calls, so you try to tag things, it's also possible. And this is it. Like so right now we made this very basic one, but I think we can keep improve and try to bring something amazing in coming weeks. So I'm trying to do this in the next week, in Thursday as well. I expect this should be improved by then. We could do a lot of things. So yeah, see you then on Thursday at the same time, trying to create an APM for Next.js. See you. Bye. Yeah, thanks, Julia. Yeah.